Andy. Dion and Chef Dumi, you've added so many good seeds here, some superfoods like chia seeds.
We've added chia seeds, we've even added sesame seeds, and people don't understand this. Not only is it good in terms of the benefits it has, but because of the fiber that you get from there. When we talk about roughage, you talk about stuff like that that helps you not only with the protein, but it helps keep you regular, and you need that energy.
Yeah.
If you're back at work, busy up, obviously, and you're typing away, you need something that's going to make you recover and come back to it and work, and this is why it's so perfect. The chia seeds, the sesame seeds,
Great
they're also that
antioxidants.
Yeah, the texture as you're chewing on it, it also gives you something to chew on. You can even add nuts if you want to.
I'm definitely chewing away. This is so tasty. And oh, Chef Dion is making sure that his is smooth, honey. But another thing about this is that the chunkiness I kind of do enjoy because it's also giving you something to engage with and interact with, so it doesn't feel like you're just having baby food.
Yeah.
A lot of the time. This is delicious. Now, Chef Dion, you were speaking also about some of the other benefits that some of these seeds have. You spoke about being antioxidants and stuff like that.
Yeah, it helps with digestion. It helps with sort of keeping your electrolytes up as well in your body. So it gives you a lot of energy as well through the day. So great positives as well for using it. And I mean, you can go wild, add other seeds that you prefer as well in it.
Cheers.
Sure.
Just like that, I mean, super simple, super easy, super delicious with Super M. Remember to get this recipe, head over to afternoonexpress.co.za. Now, South Africa, I hope that you heard the collective that just came from our chefs. That's how good and tasty this is. So make sure that you pack it when you're off to work. And speaking about work, that is what we're touching base with on our social media. I mean, it's safe to say that the 2022 work year is in full swing. So we want to find out from you, what are some of your career goals that you've set for yourself this year? Make sure you use that hashtag Afternoon Express in all of your comments. Chefs, definitely keep percolating because we definitely have time today, and I will find out your answers at the end of the show.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Now, one goal that we have is to always make a scrumptious lunch for work. So that's why a tasty chicken nuggets and mac and cheese recipe is about to head your way later on. to the Afternoon Express Loft, where we are taking you straight back to work. And speaking about getting back to work, Jungle Oats is raising the bar with the new Jungle cereal bars, which are packed with dietary fiber and energy to keep you going throughout the day at any time. Now take a look at how I'm raising the bar every day and how I like to spend my days in the Mother City before prepping for the live show.
Try new Jungle cereal bars, bursting with real fruit, nuts and seeds with less sugar.
What a beautiful day it is out in the Mother City, so why not make the most of it? Come join me for a day before I have to head off for the live show this afternoon. I lead an extremely busy life. From studio work in front of camera and all the extra work I also do behind the camera, it's crucial for me to always live a balanced and healthy lifestyle. I love working out, I love enjoying the great outdoors, and what better way to do so than enjoying the promenade? No matter how busy my day is, it's important for me to get that workout in. So I've just arrived at the movement lab for my bar class, hopefully to get my day off to a great start. My days normally consist of having a full-on workout just to kickstart the day, wake up the muscles, wake up the mind, and then of course I head to work. Being in the entertainment industry is a full-time job. Even when I'm not on camera, I always feel like I need to take care of myself, make sure that I'm healthy, mind, body, and soul. I love the Jungle cereal bar because it's low on sugar and a healthier alternative snack.
That's our last rep. Well done, Pali. Thank you so much for joining us. You did so well, and it was amazing to have you at the studio.
Well, now that every single muscle has been activated and is wide awake, I think it's time for me to enjoy some sunlight with a beautiful cardio session on the promenade. Let's go ride a bike. My days can be extremely demanding because they do consist of long working hours. And then, of course, everyone wants a piece of you. So you definitely have to make sure that you're sustained, you have high energy, and ready for action. I think it's safe to say I deserve a mid-morning snack. These Jungle cereal bars are low in sugar, super delicious, and very, very convenient to fit in with all lifestyles. Very low in sodium, high in energy, and high in fiber. You can understand why I always purchase the multi-packs to ensure that I'm always stocked up. What I love the most about exploring my beautiful Mother City is that it's a high-energy, busy metropolitan city, but also has the best in views, from the ocean to the mountain. What a busy day it's been out in the Mother City, but now it's where the real fun begins. It's time to head over to studio and get prepped for the live show. But first, let me take down this refreshing iced latte. Hey, now it's my favorite time of the day where I get to prepare for the live show. We're about 2 hours out, and because I've been exercising profusely and truly getting active, it's time to put some makeup on my face. Ready? The music is sounding amazing, truly setting up a vibe here in studio, and it is my favorite time of the day where we get to go live. The food is prepped, looking absolutely amazing, and now it's just time for us to wait for that countdown, baby. Good afternoon, South Africa, and a very warm welcome to you.
Try new Jungle cereal bars, bursting with real fruit, nuts and seeds with less sugar.
Experience Red and unlock summer with Vodacom's Red plans and amazing giveaways. The first first 1,000 to switch to Red this summer will enjoy a free one-night stay at any Protea Hotel by Marriott.
I always get excited when you sit down here because I know you're going to be giving me some good juice when it comes to the specials and deals that we can get from Vodacom.
Absolutely, Dumi. And for me, that is what 2022 is all about. I want to see family. I want to reconnect with friends. And also, I just want to get my hustle on, you know what I mean? So being able to visit hotels like the Protea Hotel by Marriott just makes it that much easier. And knowing what Vodacom is giving away, obvious.
Obvious. We need those deals. We've been working hard. We need to lay it down now. You just rest. So those deals come in perfectly.
Now, let me tell you a little bit more about that, Dumi. You know, with the Vodacom Red Rewards, there are some amazing travel benefits to unlock. Depending on your Red plan, you can explore local and international destinations with discounts of up to 50% off on accommodation at the Marriott Hotel Group, up to 15% off Fly Safair, and 10% off Intercape bus tickets. And I'm not stopping there, girl. We're also going international with this.
Are you for real?
Listen to this. You can also get up to 50% off Emirates flights worldwide.
That's perfect. That is absolutely perfect for me, especially because I'm trying to get my family down for the, you know, the festive. I mean, this Easter weekend we're going to.
Yeah.
All these trips, I'm trying to get them here, you know, because I go to Joburg too much. So how's about they come here? So all those deals come in perfectly, especially with those discounts.
Absolutely. This is the time to pay attention in South Africa. If you want to find out how to lock in, experience Red and unlock summer with these amazing deals from Vodacom this summer.
Switch to Red. Enjoy a free night stay at any Protea Hotel by Marriott this summer. Further together, Vodacom.
Express yourself.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express, where I am playing drill sergeant because it is back to work. Are you ready, Dion?
Absolutely ready. I mean, I'm a chef, so we never had a break anyway.
And on that note, back to work season is here. And while most of us are still setting back into the reality of things, finding time to cook a homemade dinner during these busy weeks can be difficult. Chef Dion is going to show us how to make a delicious meal which just mimics a homemade classic. And the best part, it's so so simple. So Chef Dumi, I mean, lead us, girl.
It is very simple, and that's part of the reason why I love these recipes. We're using our Simply Chicken nuggets, and I know most people are shocked in that, how are you going to be incorporating nuggets into this dish? Now, we are making a mac and cheese, and I'd like to think that mac and cheese is by far the most easily accessible recipe and the most easy to make. All you need is some macaroni, some sauce, and basically some cheese on the top. So I like to think about how do we put it into, how do we get into this new year and bring in some of these trends, as well as, make it simple and take it to work and not have the people at work think, get January. Fool them into thinking your fridge is full, So we're going to be incorporating some of our chicken nuggets into our Simply Chicken nuggets, and all we do is we're baking them in the oven for 12 to 14 minutes, as per the package instructions. Bake it in the oven. Once it's done, we're going to start putting our dish together. But as with any mac and cheese, it needs a delectable sauce, which is what you, chef, are on duty on today.
So I'm just making a basic bechamel sauce, a white sauce. Just a bit of butter inside of there. You want to melt your butter. You don't want to give your butter any color because it's going to turn to the Burnt Rosette flavor. And you want your white sauce to be neutral, so the cheese kind of shines through, or whatever other mustard, or if you add like black pepper to kind of make a pepper sauce. So those flavors kind of just get elevated by the white sauce itself.
Stunning. Now, Chef Dion, you have said that you have never left work. You've been working throughout. So I can't even really ask you, how does it feel to be back?
I guess it feels good to be busy, let's say that. I mean, our industry did suffer a bit last year and the year before, so I'm ecstatic to have work coming in, and it's good to feel tired again, let's say that.
Yeah, definitely. Dumi, do you relate to some of those back-to-work feelings?
I do relate, and this is why this recipe is great for you, chef, because it is simple, it is easy, it doesn't require you to do much work. You're at work, you do all of those things, you come home, this is a simple recipe. We're using Simply Chicken nuggets here. The best part, it's only chicken. It uses real chicken breast. There's no MSG, there's no pork, and that's why it's best to use when when you're out there cooking all those a la what for the peoples, you're getting a la chicken in this dish.
Oh, yes.
I'm a la what. I love that, Dumi. I mean, at the end of the day, we are saying back to school, back to work, back to reality, and a lot of the time we just don't have the time, child, to be sitting down and making a 4-hour slow-cooked braised what. So, chef, what are your quick, simple go-to meals that you do like to enjoy after a long day?
What I do, I always make sure that there's bread there, so I can put some toast and put anything on a piece of bread. Pastas is a big go-to for me because you can just literally toss it through with some garlic and chili and some olive oil, a bit of butter in there, sorted. And salads for me is the most easiest because you can just chop a bunch of things, throw it in a bowl, and a nice salad dressing that you always keep on hand, and you sort it out.
I like that. I mean, Dumi, Chef Dion kind of just took me back to my high school days when, there's leftover pasta in the fridge, and you're like, what can I make? You see some garlic, you see some cheese, you see some butter. You kind of melt it all in together in the microwave and hope for the best.
And you hope for the best, and the perfect part is, Chef Ufaga, even the chicken nuggets in there. You know why? Because you can also air fry them. You don't have to worry about the slaving away over the stove. You can even put them in the air fryer. Very simple, very easy.
Love that.
And when this sauce that you've made, I see you've made it, it's almost done, but we want a thick consistency like what we've got here. So once that's done, this is how we want it to be, and I'm now going to mix these two together, our pasta that we've chosen to use. But another thing that we're doing that's making this dish so different is that we're going to be adding a different ingredient. It's a fermented ingredient. It uses cabbage, and if anyone knows, I'm going to be using kimchi. And I know most people are like, why kimchi? What's so interesting about it? I love those tangy flavors from it. You get the tasty flavors from the chicken that we're going to be incorporating. You get the mellow flavors from the white sauce, which is nice and simple and creamy. Yeah. And then you get the kimchi that's going to hit you like a punch. It's fermented, so if you don't want to use kimchi, you could use achai. I mean, it's almost like similar.
Let's keep it local,
And that's kimchi for myself, I mean, it's so reminiscent of Korean food, Korean flavors, and it is just packed with so many nutrients and such goodness, and you're making sure that you're feeding your family nothing but the best here at the end of the day. I mean, Chef Dumi and Chef Dion even gave me a little scuffed-in of my own, taking me back to work, and here has this delicious mac and cheese that you've already created.
So if you feel like the flavors in the kimchi are too much, just go a little light-handed on it, but you'll definitely be able to see the I know
Perfect.
you love it because
That's
you
good.
like your spice, girl.
Kind
No.
of like balances the
Yeah.
creaminess and richness of the cheese as well. And
Correct.
kimchi is amazing. I mean, cheese.
Correct. You are very correct,
Keep it in your
chef.
fridge and eat it straight out of the bottle.
Like what he said.
Extremely delicious, very, very flavorful, ever so tasty. And those chicken nuggets are magnifique, chef's kiss. Now, Dumi, any last tips, tricks when putting this together?
What I can do is you can also make this way ahead, put it in the fridge, and then when it's time to bake it, time to enjoy, just throw it in the oven, and that's it.
Make it ahead of time and it'll feed you for the entire
Yes.
week of work. Now let's keep mealtime simple this year with Simply Chicken. To get your hands on this delicious recipe, please do visit afternoonexpress.co.za. For more quick and easy recipes, follow at Simply Chicken ZA on Instagram. Earlier on in the show, I was sitting down with our musical guest, Andrea, and I got to ask her 2022 career goals, plans, and what she has up her sleeve. Chef Dion, do you have any surprises for us in 2022?
Oh my word, there's a lot happening in 2022. I might be moving out of the country as well. But yeah, it's exciting times. A bit sad as well because, you know, I love South Africa so much. But it's a journey. It's a part of life. You got to go with the flow and, you know,
Fly that flag.
vacation is, I mean, what do you call it? Change is a vacation. So let's see what it brings.
Change is a vacation. Well, touch wood. Hopefully it works out for you because who wouldn't want to have travel plans right at the top of their 2022 goals? Dumi, do you have anything exciting, something, or rather a goal that you want to achieve?
I do, but I think much like you, I don't want to share too much because I don't want to jinx it. But I do. I have a couple.
Aye, girl, keep those lips sealed because we do not want to jinx anything. We only want good luck. But worry not, Mzansi, you are in luck because we still have so much more Afternoon Express coming your way. We know you don't like waiting on us, so when we'll be right back, we have a delicious Middle Eastern chicken wrap recipe, and then we've got an incredible performance from our musical guest, Andrea Fontaine.
Express yourself.
to the Afternoon Express Loft, where we are well underway, making sure that we are prepped and ready to get back to work. Now, before we have our musical performance by Andrea, we have got one more recipe, ne?
Yeah, we're going back to work, but it's going to feel like you're at work in another country.
Oh, I kind of like that. Well, get your passports ready, because we are going to take you on a trip to the Middle East with some delicious Middle Eastern chicken wraps. It is packed with mint, lime, and cumin, and marinated in creamy clover Authenticos Greek-style yogurt. Sounds absolutely mouth-watering.
You had me at Authenticos.
Yeah.
Because if I think about this ingredient here, the one thing that makes it stand out is because it is the only Greek-style yogurt in South Africa right now that we have. So you know that you've got those flavors. You know when you talk about, I want a Greek yogurt. Well, this is the Greek-style yogurt you should have in your recipe. And it starts off with that. I'm going to be putting quite a bit because I love what it does to the chicken. It tenderizes the chicken. It makes sure that those flavors that we're going to be putting in here carry so well. It starts off with our Authenticos in there, and then I'm going in with mint. And if anyone knows, in mint, yogurt, I like this.
Okay.
Match made in
they're
heaven.
best friends.
Best of friends. Don't even front on that. And because we're doing those Middle Eastern flavors, we're going to go in with our cumin. Because for me, now if there's one spice that sort of enhances and also makes you feel like your dish can go a long way, is the flavor of cumin. It is so earthy. It is so delicious. It works well in stews, and it also works well in marinades because it also helps tenderizes your meat. So into that as well, I'm going to go in with a bit of salt. And also remember, when you're marinating stuff like this, you want to make sure that it's flavorful enough. So add enough of your spices, add enough of your pepper, and then just to, mellow it out, I'm also going to be adding some of our lime zest and some lime juice into it.
Now, you did not hold back when it came to that salt and all the seasoning that's going in it. I mean, Chef Dion, your ears kind of gumped when you heard about that mint.
Oh, yeah, it's like, because I love adding mint and green chili and coriander to yogurt. And when I eat biryani, it's like my favorite compliment for the dish. And I mean, it's amazing in any marinades, and it's fresh, it's summery, it's just... It's elastic when it's added to dishes.
Now, Chef Dion, on your side, you've already got the mixture that Dumi is making, and you've already had your chicken breast sit in it. How long did it sit in that marinade?
The longer, the better. But I mean, I wouldn't leave it for longer than 12 hours or so. Because what happens is there's like natural bacteria inside of the yogurt, and it actually penetrates through. It goes right to the center and really tenderizes it, makes it so much softer. I mean, if you add yogurt to like chicken breast, it's almost impossible to overcook that breast.
Yeah.
It has that like beautiful, soft flavor texture to it as well.
And also another thing that's very key to remember, I believe in with making chicken, is I want my chicken flavor to go all the way through the meat. A lot of the time, it's just on the skin or it's just on the outside, but as soon as you cut inside, there's nothing.
There's nothing, and that's why it's important to marinate. And this is why I keep saying that, especially if you're going to be using yogurt, make sure that it goes in there and it sits. And like you said, Chef, that 12 hours makes a huge difference between something that's marinated for an hour and something that's set there for 12 hours. And another thing that is so great about our Clover Authenticos, yes, we're using the Greek style, the plain flavor right now. It comes in a couple of different flavors. I mean, you've got the coconut, which you could also use in this, but it has a slight sweetness to it. But then you also have the apple and cinnamon, which makes these so perfect for snacking anytime. So yes, we're using it in a savory dish now, but on its own, as a snack.
The coconut and that apple and variant, cinnamon, perfect for my smoothies, perfect for my shakes. This is what I'm here for, and that is what today is all about. We're taking South Africa back to work, and we're giving them some meal inspiration, something for that lunchbox, and wraps are perfect. I mean, they're so easy to carry, so easy to take with you, and it's minimal mess.
It's minimal mess, and like you kept saying about those Middle Eastern flavors, you're going to have the Middle Eastern flavors in your scuff tin. When you open, when you're at work and people open their scuff tins and everyone starts looking around, you're definitely going to be one of those people that inspires people.
Attracting people there.
Exactly. Now, to make this even more exciting, we've got our Middle Eastern chicken that's been marinated for over 12 hours, and then I've also got the wrap that we're going to start making. But to assemble this, we've got hummus, and it's delicious on its own. It's perfect, but I'm going to add a bit more of our Authenticos into this.
Adding to the creaminess.
Adding to the creaminess, adding to that tanginess, but just making sure, as we are adding these flavors, we're carrying through that yogurty flavor that we had inside of the chicken that we made.
That's where you could also add some of the flavors that's in the marinade as well, too. The fresh mint, the fresh coriander. Just pick it up as well and elevate it, right?
Basically doubling up. Okay, on my side here, Dumi, you've packed yet another cute scuffed in. Thank you, girl.
my friend.
I actually need to take you home with me because, I mean, it's one thing eating it at work. I need it prepared the night before.
You know?
But it seems as if you've already added the fresh elements. You've got your tomato in there. You've got your cucumber. Oh, and a healthy, generous serving of that hummus. Now it's time to taste.
And that's what you need. You want that nice layer of the hummus because that's also going to sauce up your dish. That's why we've made sure to add our authenticos into the hummus as well. And then into this, I'm going to start layering up. Got my tomatoes, got my cucumber, going to go in with the chicken, and then some slivers of our cucumber as well.
And the nice thing about a wrap is, I mean, you keep wraps in your freezer, they hold really well, they defrost extremely quickly, and you can add anything to it.
And it doesn't get soggy?
No, it doesn't, yeah. It holds so much flavor, you can put basically anything you want inside of it.
Wow. And these flavors, this taste is so refreshing. Definitely something to try this summer. And if anyone else, I suppose, also wants to add their own little tidbits, any other spare veggies that you have in the fridge, use.
Definitely. You can use, in fact, even if you didn't want to, let's just say you didn't want to use chicken and you want to go very, let's say, vegetarian, you could even marinate something like your eggplant. You could put...
Eggplant works perfectly in there.
Exactly. You can marinate your eggplant as well and then put it into this yogurt mixture. You could also put it in there. You could add some mushrooms. You could even add cauliflower, marinated in the same mixture, fried on exactly like we're doing now, and then just put it in there.
Well, the sky's the limit, it seems like, when it comes to creating these Middle Eastern wraps. But to get your hands on this recipe, please do head over to afternoonexpress.co.za. Now it seems as if our musical guest has warmed up her vocals, and it's time for us to get into some singing. Hey, Dumi?
She did say that she's 10 out of 10, so I'm going to sit this one out and see if Madam 10 out of 10 can show us exactly what she's made of.
When it comes to the baking,
Exactly.
But music first.
There is a classic mayonnaise that brings out the traditional French in 3 levels of tanginess. The mild classic, the medium classic, the strong classic. Tangy the way you love it.
Made with love by Clover.
Hi, Mzansi, now is the time. We've been cooking, slaving away in the kitchen. But now it's time to kick back, relax, and enjoy some music. Now, Andrea Fortain is here to perform her latest single, Waiting on You. Topping the charts at the moment, this song will have you moving and grooving. So take it away, girl.
Thank you.
Someone who maybe we should take some time to figure it out, yeah. 'Cause you know I'll be waiting on you, yeah. I'll be waiting on you. I'll be waiting and waiting and waiting on you. When you're ready, come and get it. You know I'm about you. 'Cause I know you feel it too whenever I'm around you. So quit playing games, it wouldn't be the same without you. Yeah. Big love when you talk to me. I love it when you talk to me. Better listen carefully if you wanna be there for me. I need someone who's gonna show up, stand out, and be proud of my love. I'll be waiting on you. Hey, I'll be waiting on you. I'll be waiting and waiting and waiting on you. Hey. When you're ready, come get it, yeah. When you're ready, come get it, yeah. When you're ready, come get it, yeah. When you're ready, come get it, I'll be waiting on you. Hey. I'll be waiting on you. I'll be waiting and waiting and waiting on you.
beat is undeniable. Who was the producer on it?
Producer is Justin Govender. He's amazing.
My goodness, Justin, you did it, boy. You did it again. Yes. And this song has been performing extremely well, and it's only 2 months old.
Yeah. It's on radios as well, which is my first time. Because my first song wasn't on the radio, so I'm very happy.
Well, girl, if this is how 2022 is about to just go higher and higher and higher for you, girl, I cannot wait to see it. Head over to our social media platforms, use that hashtag Afternoon Express in all of your comments, and let us know if you were waiting and wait. See you after the break.
Our pharmacies are on the front line of healthcare. This is Pharmacy of the Week.
Rustenburg Pharmacy has been in the heart of Rondebosch for almost 50 years and is now part of the VitaCare group of pharmacies. Service is part of our DNA. We always strive to provide the best pharmaceutical care to our customers at all times. We see a great diversity of customers in our store, and this helps us to contribute to nation building. When our government made the call for all healthcare workers to join the fight against COVID-19, we immediately took up the challenge, and all 3 of our pharmacies were registered as vaccination centers to help to vaccinate our population as quick as we can.
Pharmacy of the Week, proudly brought to you by Adcock Ingram OTC, sponsors of Brave.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, there's nothing better than enjoying a glass of refreshing 100% crushed juice while taking a break at work. Now, today, we're going to use crushed orange to make some sweet golden muffins with citrus overtones. They're 100% perfect to brighten up those workday blues. Now, Andrea, in the beginning of the show, if you did catch her interview, you said you give yourself a 10 out of 10 when it comes to baking.
Are you taking it back?
Thanks, yes.
How are you going to change up on me like this?
Okay, let's see.
A cupcake's like a small cake, so don't be... It's chill, don't worry. I'm going to give you just one job to do. You're just going to use the microplate. You're going to give me some zest, okay?
Okay.
So just like this, yeah?
Ooh.
But just, we need it over this.
Yeah. It will collect on top there, so that's cool. I give my nephews work like this to do, so it's safe enough for you.
Whilst we allow now, Andrea, just to, gain her confidence back, Chef Dion, what do we need to create these delicious citrus muffins?
Okay, they're pretty simple ingredients that most likely you'd have around in your house, laying around in the dry store. There's some flour over here, self-rising, and then we got a bit of sugar, eggs, melted butter, some poppy seeds that we put inside of milk just to rehydrate. It aids it in sort of giving it that plumpier texture when you actually baking it as well. And then some crushed orange juice, about half a cup of that, and then a bit of zest.
Stunning. Now this, muffins at the end of the day sometimes, for me, lack that freshness at the end of the day. And you might be like, muffins fresh? Huh? I do love a good citrus muffin. And at the end of the day, being able to use crushed orange flavor is just going to give it that 100% taste and that 100% refreshment. Yes,
100%. And then adding a bit of the zest inside just gives it more of that zinginess to it as well.
I got you.
But I agree with you. I love it. Those muffins can be a bit too, not dull in a sense, but the citrus just like livens it up, especially the poppy seed as well.
Yeah, giving it some life. Now, Andrea, you did speak about baking. What's your favorite go-to baking recipe?
It's a chocolate cake with mayonnaise in it.
Oh.
Girl, that sounds...
Awesome secret. Yeah, it keeps it moist.
Yes.
Well done. Okay, there you go. 10 out of 10 for baking skills. I'll give you that.
Now, Chef, you already are starting to add in your wet ingredients all in one bowl first.
So I got the dry ingredients all sieved together, very importantly, because you might have a bit of stuff lingering in the flour when you keep in your dry sauce. So always sieve it, and then it keeps the rest of the stuff out and keeps it more fluffier. Then the melted butter, the orange juice, and the zest, all your wet ingredients. It's always a rule when you're baking. Wet ingredients separate, dry ingredients separate, and you add the wet to the dry and combine them together. Okay. Half a cup of your juice. I'm a chef, so we don't have to measure.
Yeah, you use your eyes. I trust and I believe in that.
No. Baking's a science, so you need to make sure everything is measured out correctly, or else it might flop, right?
Definitely.
I'm asking the 10 out of 10 expert.
No, definitely. Measuring is very important.
It is. And then you just slowly add your wet to your dry to create a sort of light, better consistency. Put it into your muffin trays that have been sprayed with some spraying cook so it doesn't stick to the side. You can even add a bit of melted butter to it. In the oven at 190 degrees for 25 minutes, and you should be spot on perfect.
Now, Chef, you are speeding ahead here. But, someone like me who's never really been too comfortable with baking, I'm more of a cook. I like my savory things rather than the sweet pastry type stuff. Have you ever had a cake flop?
A few times.
Really?
I'm being totally honest, a few times already. I had a flop where my baking powder and, my baking powder was too little, and then the cake literally fell in.
Quang, quang, quang.
It's the worst feeling ever.
And we just added mousse there, almost like it's supposed to be there.
I would have also added some candy, like that mixed candy, and kind of top it off.
Yeah.
When you open, I'll call it a surprise. But no, I was just masking.
Yeah, I think I turned the cake into an ice cream cake once when it flopped, because then I just jammed a lot of ice cream in the center and put it in the freezer.
Yo.
So
that's cool though.
I mean, a professional like me, we all make mistakes, especially with baking.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, something we do not want you to flop on this year is your new year of life. I did mention that you did celebrate your birthday on Tuesday, and I am just huge on all things celebrations. I love to celebrate life, and I also love to celebrate the incredible journey that you've been on. So I want to ask you to make one wish. One birthday wish, a wish for 2022, a personal wish, a career wish. Make it as big as possible, as big as you can dream. You can share it, or you can just blow out the candle.
Can I keep it to myself?
You can keep it to yourself.
It's about my music career. Everyone knows nowadays.
Okay, just like... Now here I am just trying to get into her brain. I'm like, what was she wishing for? But at the end of the day, we definitely want to wish you a very warm, happy birthday. I believe in celebrating the entire week, honey. So do celebrate it, do enjoy. And if you do want, let's have a taste of our muffins together.
I want to taste this.
Now, Chef Dion, as we do have a lovely, yummy taste, please do remind us temperature and for
190 degrees for 25 minutes. And just to check it in case you're not sure, you can just shove a toothpick inside and when it comes out nice and dry, it's perfectly cooked.
Okay, love that.
Touch this one.
Oh, I love it. You were raised in a house like mine. If you touch it, it's yours. Okay, I'm going to have a taste. Mmm.
Is it okay?
I'm used to the lemon poppy seeds, but this orange poppy seeds are delicious. Very, very succulent.
Almost like when you take a bite, it's popping in your mouth. Amazing. Wow.
Well, if you want to get your hands on this 100% tasty recipe, head over to afternoonexpress.co.za.
Yes, bring the family. 100%. Your cousin's coming over. Get the crush and I'll get the ice.
The whole family.
More Crush Mom?
100% refreshing, 100% goodness.
Made with love by Clover.
Now we are back at my favorite part of the show where we get to devour the incredible magic that we created from the top. Dumi,
yes, my darling.
Please help us, remind us, what did we create today?
Before we get there, let me get my apron ready, my napkin ready because I'm about to indulge. So we started off with this refreshing smoothie that we've got here, this shake that we made. And then we went over to our chicken nugget mac and cheese with some kimchi in it with those beautiful fermented flavors. Then we went over to that chicken wrap. And then after the wrap, we finished it off with our tasty muffins.
Now, on that note, let's get eating. I mean, at the top of the show, on social media, we did pose it to you, Mzansi, wanting to find out what are some of your career goals this 2022. Now, Dumi, you and I are too similar. We like to keep our mouths very tightly sealed when it comes to what we kind of trying to put out there and manifest, as Andrea also did in her music career. But what can you share?
What I can share is I'll be doing a lot of private gigs. So a lot of people have been saying to me, we want you to cook for us. And I'm like, yeah, I'd like to do it. I'd like to do it. People are like, don't like to do it. We want to eat your food. So I'll be doing a lot more of that. So if anyone wants me to cook for them, Dion, if you want to take me with you wherever you're going, I'm ready to be a sous chef again.
Absolutely. I mean, Dion, I've got my passport ready. Do you have a +1 overseas?
I'm taking both of you.
Thank you.
Anything else you can think of for 2022?
I think I just want to focus on my individual skills and like really sort of put a lot of effort and time into mastering my personal skills and bettering myself in my career 100%.
Stunning. I love that. Andrea, you've already made it very, very clear that she is not letting anything slip. So we are not going to peer pressure you into any of that. But thank you so much for coming through, sharing, waiting on you with us and our Afternoon Express viewers. Finally, we got you in the loft.
Yes, I'm so excited to be here.
And thank you too, always, for coming through, giving us all the yummy, yummy treats. Now, Mzansi, be sure to have your colleagues envy that lunchbox in the office. You can recap all of this week's recipes in our repeats this Saturday morning at 8:30 a.m. Then catch us again next Tuesday and Thursday for more foodie inspo infused with our Afternoon Express flavor. But until then, Mzansi City, good night, stay safe, and happy eating. Life's what you make it, however you choose to shake, bake, and celebrate it. Here's to a great 2022, made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.